Hey everybody, it's Rhea Swift with RheaSwiftHealing.com, and I just wanted to talk about this program that I'm putting together based on all the work that I've done, starting with healing cancer twice, healing Lyme disease. So it's called Evolution of Change. And the reason I'm calling it Evolution of Change is because we're in a big change point. And being in that big change point without our consideration, without our acknowledgement, it just boom, it just happened, right? It was fast. I realized that we have a golden opportunity to sit back, take a breath, pause, and to move into the next phase, whatever that phase is. And it's going to be different for everybody. On a spiritual level, a connective, collective consciousness level, my sense is that we are growing closer to the collective, meaning we have more power within the collective and we have more purpose within the collective. So one of the things that I've studied for many, many years is how to align with creative consciousness, creator consciousness, God, love, oneness, whatever you want to call it. And I believe that we are that. We are not separate from that. We have not utilized it as much because of our culture and, just the way we live. We're in a hurry a lot of the times. We're not connected to each other, the earth, etc. So it's been very interesting to watch the pollution go over China, LA, New Orleans, and Italy. And, sorry, there's a truck coming. I am wanting to offer these, actually they're already up. There's 3 classes that I'm doing on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12:45 for about 40 minutes Eastern Time. So 12:45 p.m. to 1:30-ish at the most. And they're all to help us change. Down the road, I'd like to offer a training program in that. This is based on the work that I've done for the past 31 years. And these are processes that I utilized, developed, fell into, acclimated to, utilized to help me change without realizing that that's what I was doing. So the first process that we use is authentic movement, and we do that on Monday starting at 12:45 Eastern Time. And it'll be on freeconferencecall.com, which is similar to Zoom, but I find it a little bit easier to use, so I'm using that. And you'll get the, underneath this will be the call-in number for that and the password. So authentic movement is just you moving your body. You close your eyes, we'll take turns, we can have several people on the call. The point is to witness another person move. And as you're being witnessed, the space feels held. There's a safety in that. Even though we're not in the same room together, we're still holding space for each other. So the person will close their eyes and maybe 10 to 15 minutes at the most. Each one of us moves. I watch you, you watch me. And once we're done with that, we switch back and forth. We'll make a drawing. And the drawing is just the experience of the movement, anything that came to mind, visualizations you had, pieces of history that popped up, the future as well. My intention is to use this to move us out of where we are and into change. So it's more effortless. We don't have to work so hard to get to the next step. And once we make a drawing, we'll all share, this is my drawing. We do a little bit of writing. We share our writing. You don't have to share. It's completely up to you. But that'll be Monday. And Wednesday is emotional stress release. So I'll be teaching 4 different techniques. Wednesday, we did the Sedona method. Now, to get it, we might do that a couple more times. So the Sedona method, they're all about feeling feelings. The Sedona method is diving into the body, allowing the feeling to surface, and then letting it go. And there's a very simple step-by-step process to do that. This is not in order what I'm saying next. I also want to teach you how to do the work, which is Byron Katie's work. And Byron Katie developed a technique to clear the mind. You question the mind. There's 4 little questions. You answer them honestly, and your mind starts to let go of what it's hanging on to. The next one would be EFT, which a lot of people know as tapping, emotional freedom technique, tapping on the different meridian points on the body. And then TAT. And TAT was developed by a lovely woman named Tapas Fleming. She's an acupuncturist in California. And you use the same meridian points, but you don't tap. You just hold certain locations on the front of your face and on your skull. I really like her work. She's a sweetheart. So that's the emotional stress release. So Monday, things will come up. You draw them, you write them. Wednesday, you clear them, or clear whatever is going on for you emotionally. And then on Friday, same time, 12:45 for 40 minutes, we will gather in oneness consciousness. And I do a lot of energy work and a lot of connecting to energetic pieces of ourselves and structures that we don't normally use, and some of them you won't know of. So one of those things is the 12 bodies. We have 12 non-physical bodies around our physical body, not the auric field. The auric field is in one of those bodies, and those 12 bodies hold all thoughts and emotions from the collective and ourselves. You can find illness there and clear it. So the energy is first, and then matter is second. So if we work on the energetic bodies around us, you can clear what's going on inside the body as well. So that's a lovely technique. But in general, we're just going to look at energy. Last Friday, we looked at, I showed people how to tune into the collective, what the collective is feeling, and how to release the fear we're picking up from the collective, which is, I might not make it. What if we never get out of this? How am I going to survive? What if I have corona? What if my kids have corona? Etc. And when we're in that state of questioning and fear, other things that normally wouldn't bother us, bother us. So allergies got kicked up, stuffy noses, congested lungs, different things like that. So it's good to know how to clear all that stuff and to realize this is not mine. So that's a very short little snippet of the energy work. So again, Mondays are movement and drawing. Wednesdays are emotional stress relief, several kinds. And then Friday is going into oneness, tapping into the collective, finding out what's yours, what's not, releasing it, and working with the different energetic structures. So there's a lot that I teach about that. Too much, to go through here. I find the more of my energetic selves, my bodies, my structures, the outer meridians, the axonal grids, etc., the assemblage point, the more of those that are connected and in touch with, actualized, utilized, embellished, online, functioning, the better we feel. So I'll give you a little exercise to try to give you a taste. Each one of the chakras, first to the seventh, has a very specific point in the center of your spine. It goes into the governing vessel, into the spine. You don't have to know where that is, other than the fact that it lines up with the chakra itself. So the first chakra comes into the bottom of the spine. So you would you just make the comment, I am taking the first chakra point, so you see it as a point that's going to slip into a hole, the first chakra point, and I'm putting it into its specific, that's the word, specific meridian point inside the spine. And you just watch it. It knows what to do. All these energetic structures are intelligent. You don't have to guide them. They know exactly what to do. So you just watch it go dink right into the root chakra. And you'll feel energy starts to come up from the bottom. Then you take the second one behind you from the back. Same statement. I am putting the second chakra point into the specific meridian in my spine. And it'll find it. Dink, and it'll just clink right in. Do that with the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. It connects them all. When you get to the fourth, you'll notice that the energy goes from the fourth down to the third, the second, and the first, uniting them so that they all have heart-based energy in them. And then the fourth will also unite the fifth, sixth, and seventh. You can take it up as high as you want to take it up. I go to the seventh, maybe the eighth. So it will connect everything. Put them all in individually first, then go back to the fourth and watch it move up and down. So it's just infusing that heart-centered frequency. There's a large S-ness there. The heart chakra is also home of unity consciousness, oneness consciousness, God consciousness. So that's the reason for that. I'll leave you with that. I'm doing private sessions. You can do them for a half hour. I normally charge $2 a minute. Right now you can pay what you can afford. Everybody's got a level of stress. I understand that. I don't want anybody to do without. So if you feel like my services will help you, I've been doing it 30 years. I do many, many different things that have all come together in one place. So privately, when we work privately, I go from the moment you leave Creator, we look at your intention, your desire to reincarnate, what you carry from past lives. We want to clean that up first. Then that there's trauma ensuing from the moment we leave God till we're born, right? That's where most of humanity's trauma is. So I look at all the cell division. We clean that up. We clean the egg up. We clean up your mom, her mom, her mom, her mom, that side of the family. Then we clean up the sperm and that side of the family into the present moment. So most of the work is around that. Most trauma is from that before birth, not just in utero. The fallopian tube, the placenta, the umbilical cord, everything is aware. Everything has consciousness. So if you would like a private session, or I just look at you energetically, if you want to do a short and sweet, and I clean up what I see. I also have 6,000 frequencies that I test people for, which I've been putting on my Facebook page for the virus. And if you look, you'll see them there. So the Facebook page is Rhea Swift Healing. Website, same name, RheaSwiftHealing.com. And join us. Jump on one of the calls. And learn about this work. It's a little bit different. It's very expansive. It's very broad. It brings in the God consciousness as well. We want to work within the light of the Creator. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's gorgeous. Let me show you where I am. If anyone knows my work or has worked with me, you know that I have a deceased Dakota medicine man who works through me. And I met him in Guatemala. That's a long story. But he came to me in this location. So this is the original resting place, if you will, bathing place of the chief of the Lenape tribe, Lapawinza. And no one has ever lived on this property, so it's very clear and clean. And it's now a rod and gun club, and nobody's here. A lot of the time, nobody's here. So I get to enjoy this, as do other people. But I think because Lapawinza was here, when I found the pool that they used to bathe in, that's when grandfather started talking to me. So have a wonderful day. Rhea Swift, RIASWIFT @gmail.com. If you want to call 484-767-4890, we can set up an appointment. You can get some really good deep energy work done, clear stuff, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I also help people spiritually tap into that side of themselves. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. Bye.